All right, all right, all right. What's good? What's good? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me. We are officially live. Welcome to the Event Space Workshop. I'm your host, Nehemiah Davidson. On this workshop, I'm going to show you 3 things that's going to literally help you level up. I'm going to show you how to find your own event space. I'm going to show you how to fund your own event space. I'm going to show you how to automate it, right? This by far, I promise you, it will be the best live workshop that you ever attended. You would feel like you should have paid to been here, right? So I'm about to give you guys a whole bunch of games. So let me get ready to pull up my slides. Before we officially get started, I need to know right now, comment below what city you're coming from. Comment below, I'm ready if you're ready to get this information. Comment below, I'm an event space owner if you believe that's going to be true. Comment, I must win and I will win, right? So let me go ahead and load my slides up and we're about to get this party started. But welcome everybody to the event space training. It is about to go all the way down. So let's get these slides up and running, and it's going to be showtime. All right, we live. So, man, welcome everybody to the Event Space Workshop. I'm your host, Nehemiah Davidson. I get the opportunity to go and share with you guys how to find, fund, and automate your event space. I, to date, have helped about 500 people open up their own profitable event space. And once this is done, I would love for you to be next, right? And if you're willing and able and ready to commit to that, somebody in the chat say, I'm committed, Neo. Somebody in the chat say, I will be next. I will be your next successful client. And I want to know, where are you opening up this event space? Drop below the city where you're going to make this a reality for yourself. So as we get into it, let me go ahead and quickly break down some rules for you guys. Number 1, take a minute, put do not disturb on, eliminate all distractions. You're about to lock in literally for the next 60 minutes, right? You could give your future 60 minutes, right? You're about to lock in for the next 60 minutes. I promise I'm going to deliver. Number 2, take copious notes. One of the things that I say note takers are money makers, right? So most of the things I'm going to share with you, you're not going to be able to remember it. So you should be taking nothing but notes, right? Number 3, there will absolutely be no negativity in the chat. At any moment you feel as though this information for you isn't for you, you simply can leave. I promise you, you will not hurt my feelings, but we will not affect everyone else in the room looking to level up. And if you are one of those people looking to level up, comment the word level up. And the next thing, y'all, one of the biggest things I love, right? One of the biggest things that I love helping people do is helping you help everybody around you eat. I don't know if you know, but it feels so good to know all of my peers and everybody around me is truly winning in life. So one of the ways for you to do that, right? We DM'd you a link. We emailed you a link. We text you a link. I'm not sure how you got a link to this workshop, right? But what I want you to do right now, I want you to go ahead and take that link that you got, and I want you to go ahead and share that link with somebody right now and say, join this workshop. He's breaking down how to go ahead and get your own profitable event space, and you shouldn't miss out. And the last thing I want you guys is use the chat, right? Be as active as possible in the chat, right? I read the chat occasionally, but I want you to be all the way active. I want you to be all the way in. And at the end of the workshop, I'm going to go ahead and give away some cash to somebody very simply. And if somebody on the team could go ahead and tag this up top, all you guys got to do is subscribe to our YouTube, join our free Facebook group, comment that you're in here, and we're going to select one of the people who do that and join our YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, and join our free Facebook group. And we'll select somebody that go ahead and do that. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. So let's get right to the next slide. All righty. Where at? Y'all see, I haven't done my workshop in a while. I'm like, yo, where my slide button at? All right, cool. All right, cool. So let's get right to it. So, all right, cool. So very quickly, guys, I just got to quickly let you guys know who I am and what I do. And the reason why I got to let you know who I am and what I do is very simple, because I don't want you to compare me to any of just the people online teaching on the internet. My name is Nehemiah Davis. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 15 years. This isn't a fly-by-night. I haven't tested a job in 15 years. I've been all in on running and operating my businesses. And in specific, I have owned and operated event spaces for the last 7 years, and I've not missed a year. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nehemiah Davis. I've been featured on Black Enterprise. I've been featured on Channel 10. I've been featured on Fox 29. I've been awarded by State Farm. I've been awarded by the Philadelphia Eagles. I've been awarded by McDonald's. I've been awarded by TD Bank. And recently, I've been awarded by the city of Philadelphia. I'm a world traveler. I've been to 62 countries all around the world. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a philanthropist. One of my biggest things and my biggest flex, despite anything else, right? This kid who came from this drug-infested neighborhood in West Philadelphia, right? I just had a street named after me. So if you're ever in West Philadelphia, driving down 52nd Street, look for Nehemiah Davis Way, right? It's on Wyalusing Avenue. And just in addition to that street naming after me, I just redid the entire park where I grew up at, right? So that's called the Nehemiah Davis Dream Park. So I just want to make it very clear, I'm not them. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. So very quickly, you guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Instagram name is right there. You guys can connect with me on YouTube and TikTok. So, man, very quickly, before we jump all the way into it. So one of the biggest things I like to share, I can share with you all the success that I have. I could talk to you about all the event spaces that we have, right? All the people we help, but I need you to see other people like yourself winning, right? So one of the things I want to do is in these slides, you're going to see several people who I help open up event spaces. When I show you these slides, I need you guys to say congratulations. And the biggest reason why I need you guys to say congratulations is because what I need you to understand in your heart of hearts and in your mind is if they can do it, I can do it. And somebody put that in the chat. If they can do it, I can do it. So every person I show you, just say congratulations. So first up, y'all, I want to go ahead and say congratulations to my sis, Dom. She's over there in Detroit, y'all. She owns a space called Simply Social. She's been doing her thing, and I just want to go ahead and salute her for doing exactly that. Next, I want to go ahead and salute Oyinka, man. Oyinka now been rocking out with me for 2 years, y'all. She's well on her way this year to do $1 million with her event spaces out there in Florida. She came to me, y'all, opened up her space, then she opened up a second one, and she's been running and going crazy ever since then. Next, I want everybody to go in and say congratulations in the chat to Melissa. And very quickly, for anybody looking at these, I need you to put in your mind that this will be me. It is possible for me to be this event space owner. It's possible for me to win just like they're winning. Like, you have to believe. Someone in the chat, right, believe. She said the grand opening at Function Junction was a huge success. I had an awesome turnout and 4 people booked events on the spot. Many more were very interested. I'm so excited and so grateful to Nehemiah Davis for making this possible through his leadership and his mentorship. Let's go. Next, very quickly, y'all. So I'm going to be honest. We've updated our presentation, right? And when I do this now, we used to do a lot longer. We getting straight into the gyms. Like, we want to get straight to the point of helping you go ahead and get your event space. And very quickly, I want to break down why should you get an event space, why I got an event space, and we're going to immediately get into the steps once we go ahead and talk about why you guys should get an event space. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So for those who do not know, right, one of the best forms of generating revenue is money that you don't necessarily have to exchange time for. So my first idea of getting in real estate, somebody said, Nehemiah, you should go ahead and start renting out buildings. I mean, you should go ahead and get some tenants. I'm like, sounds like an amazing idea, right? I went down to, I'm from West Philly. I went to something called the Sheriff's Cell, went to go try to buy properties, went for like 6 months in a row, never got one. I ended up being able to buy a property off a family member. So I got into the game. So somebody told me, and very quickly, I want you guys to understand this. Somebody say success leaves clues. Somebody in the chat writes success leaves clues. And one other thing I always tell people all the time, it's okay to be a copycat long as you're following the right cat. The problem that most people have is you're not following the right people. So you're generally doing things that simply do not make sense. So you're not getting success because you're listening to somebody telling you how to get to a destination that they never been to. So I've always been the guy as of the last 15 years, when somebody tell me you should do this, you should do that, the first thing I'm doing is how to do it, right? I'm running to the idea of I need to go do this, right? So somebody told me, yo, you should get into the property rental game. I'm like, bet. So I ended up coming across the property. I think I got the first property for about $10,000. I ended up renovating. I put this lady in my property in November, right? She gave me first month, last month security deposit. I made 21, what's that? 7, 14, 21, 22.50, y'all. And I don't know if anybody here, but not having to exchange time to get that money, I felt extremely rich. So this lady came, December 1st came, went to go get my rent. Like, hey, here to get my money. Like, I don't have it. Come back on the 15th or the 5th. Went back on the 15th, nothing. Went back January 1st, nothing. So I then went down to eviction court, right? And while I was down at eviction court, they was like, hey, bro, you're going to have to come back in about a month to two. We're not processing evictions right now. It's dead center in the winter. It's like cold zero. It's just not it's not good for us. And I need you guys to understand this. Everybody understand this. In the game, in this world, the court system is on the tenant side and not the landlord side. I want to make that very clear if you guys do not know that. The tenant is on the landlord, the court system is on the tenant side and not the landlord side. So I ended up going back. Mind you, this lady was in the property November, December, no pay, January pay, no February, no pay. We eventually was able to evict her and get her out the property in March. So I'm like, man, this real estate thing, man, they tell me it's great, but it wasn't working great for me. I came across another tenant, right? Same exact thing. They moved in a property. I'm like, yo, bet, man, maybe this is going to work this time. She moved in probably around because we fixed the property back up around July. We ended up getting the first month's rent. No, first month, last month security deposit. Didn't get the first month rent, and then she was out. Everybody write this down. Put it in the chat right now. Find a mentor and find one fast. One more time, put it in the chat. Find a mentor and find one fast. Find a mentor and find one fast. Find a mentor and find one fast. Y'all, it was so crazy that I had no clue that there was a thing, right, called a background check. I had no clue that there was a thing called Section 8 where you can guarantee your rental income. So I was just jumping in the game, trying to do this thing without a mentor, without a coach, without guidance. And all I was doing was bumping my head and not getting success because I didn't know to run a background check. I ended up running a background check on the first lady, although she was out, and she had an eviction already on her record. So the wise thing to me was not to put her in the property, but I had no clue because you don't know what you do not know, right? So fast forward, y'all, went on my second property. That didn't work out. Went to my third property. My brother Corey called me like, yo, bro, I see you crushing it in real estate. And my mom like, bro, you have no clue. I ain't crushing anything, right? You're crushing in real estate, bro. We need to get in the game together. I said, I already got a property. All you need to do, come help me fix it up, and then you rent it. I said, in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm doing horrible. I'm like, yeah, bet, I'll do it, bro. So we put a tenant in there. I got my first month rent. First month, last month security. And this lady gave us our first month rent. I'm like, bet, I'm rich, right? And fast forward, guys. Can anybody take a wild guess in the comments what happened to your boy? Can anybody take a wild guess? Can anybody take a wild guess? We got burnt again. This time, I quit the real estate game. I said, I'm out of here. So at this time, y'all, I'm about to fast forward this up very quickly. We were in Philadelphia. It was the murder capital of the world. Like everybody, like we were the number one city in America for the most murders at the time. So I started this brand called Peace in Philly. I had everybody and their mama wearing my brand. Like the whole city of Philly was repping the brand. So somebody told me, bro, I would love for you to come vend at my event. I'm like, an event? What's that? They said it's an event where I bring a networking event. I bring people here and you could get a vending table. I'm like, what's the vending table? It's basically where you pay me $50, you come set up a table and you sell your merch. I said, I'll give it a try, right? Somebody in the chat said, give it a try. So I ended up going there, y'all. My first vending event, I made $1,000. I sold whatever shirts were $25, however many that is in 1,000. That's how many shirts I sold. I was so elated, y'all. For the next about 6 months, I'm vending at every event possible because how I usually make money with my clothing brand is driving around person to person. But now I could go to an event and just open up the trunk, pull out a table and make money. Fast forward, somebody said, bro, you ever thought about having your own networking event? I said, no, but it sounds like a great idea. Fast forward, y'all, I had my first networking event. It was a success. Then I had my second one. Then I had a third one. Then I had a fourth one. But I realized there was a common theme that was happening. I never got to meet the owner at any of these events, right? I had to give them $1,000 to $1,500 to use their event space. And I also had to give them $1,000 for a bar minimum. Everybody write this down in the chat. The person who makes the most money in the event space industry isn't the person that's having the event, but it's the person that owns the venue. I'm going to say it one more time. The person that makes the most money in the event space industry is not the person that's having the event, but the person who owns the venue. Because whether your event is a success, whether 10 people come, 50 people come, 500 people come, I am getting my money no matter what. right? So fast forward, y'all, I'm having all these events, like, and it came to, for those who don't know, y'all mentioned I got a street named after me, right? I've been doing charity work for the last 15 years. So everybody don't know this, but every year we take 100 kids skiing fully paid for. We do all type of, we feed the homeless weekly or bi-weekly, right? We did that for 8 years straight. Every back to school, we give 1,000 kids book bags fully stuffed, moon bounce, clowns, characters. Every Thanksgiving, we bust in hundreds of homeless people, providing them with warm meals, haircuts, coats. But our biggest and most expensive event is our Christmas event, where we give 100 kids brand new toys. 100 kids brand new bikes and 1,000 kids toys, but it's the works. But in order for me to have that event, I need to make money in order to do it. I was going to use the event to do a fundraiser, but I was going to give them $2,000 to do it. I wouldn't raise no funds. So fast forward, I ended up finding this other venue, and this guy let me use this venue for $100. And my idea was very simple. Everybody come in there, give me $20 each, and everybody give me $20 each, and everybody give me, what's that called? Give me $20 each, and everybody bring 1 to 3 toys so we could get to the kids. Huge success. We raised thousands of dollars. It was huge success. The next day we gave it all out, all the toys out, and it was paid for from this one event. Mind you, this event and this venue I used was in West Philly. I got a call at the top of the year. It was about January 3rd, January 4th. My phone started ringing off the hook. Yo, bro, I was at your venue that you had the event. I wanted to see if I could use it for an event. I'm like, sorry, not my venue. Yo, bro, I was at your venue for this. I wanted to see if I could use it for an event. Sorry, not my venue. Hey, bro, I was at your venue, wanted to use it for an art show. Sorry, not my venue. I start getting all these calls. The next call, I say, yo, the next call, I'm going to try to make a connection. Hey, bro, I was at your venue. I wanted to see if I could use it for this. Hold on 1 second. I pick up the other phone. Hey, Carl, I got somebody interested in using the venue for this date. What should I tell them? Our open house is Wednesday and Friday. Send them down. Let's have a conversation. Whoop. So I start getting all these calls. Now what I would start doing was I was sending everybody to him for open house. I was telling them what the prices was. So for the next year straight, me and this guy got so cool and tight. I booked his venue probably 50 to 100 times, sent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars his way. I never got a penny from doing any of it. I took the Instagram from 100 followers to 10,000. Like, I treated that venue like my very own. And I did this for a full year. Somebody came to me and said, bruh, you ever thought about getting your own event space? I'm like, no, I never thought about. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Sound check. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Just checking the sound. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Right? So more of the story, y'all, like somebody like, bro, you ever thought about getting, I'm like, no. So mind you guys, I still had the rental property. I said, all right, let me go ahead and identify which one of these I should do. And literally, y'all, I wrote rental property on one sheet. I wrote event space on one sheet, and I decided which one of these would I do. And I want you guys to let me know in the chat, which one of these would you guys do based on what I'm saying? So rental property, I only can have one tenant in the property, right? And they only pay me once a month. And I generally would get $750 to $1,000 per tenant. Event space is same thing, one building, but I could have 10 events a month, and I could charge everybody $500 to $1,000, so I could make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Rental property, what are my bills? Electric, gas, water bill, Wi-Fi, insurance. What are my bills for the event space? Electric, gas, Wi-Fi, water bill, insurance, $1 million insurance policy, which is $100 a month. Okay, rental property. If a lady decides not to pay me, we have to go through eviction court. She'll be in here for 1 to 3 months. Somebody in the chat right now, let me know if you know anybody right now that been in somebody's house for months and they have not paid them. Okay. Event space. If a client does not give me my money 2 to 3 weeks before, they don't walk in, they don't get access, they don't get the keys, and they only get a 6-hour window to use my spot. Event space. Okay, rental property. Hey, I want to make more money with my event space. What can I do? Can I add a tenant in here? No. Event space. I want to make more money. Okay, just have another event, and then another event, and then another event. Okay, house. Wear and tear, 5 kids in here. Event space. Clients are leaving after 6 hours, minimum wear and tear. They're generally only using your spot during the weekends. What decision would you guys want to make? Make $1,000 and hope and wish I get paid, or make upwards to $10,000 and people are in and out of your building like clockwork? Let me know in the chat which one would you guys choose. And this, my friends and family, is how I got inside of the event space industry. And this is why I'm letting you guys know why you 100% need to do the same. I don't care. This outbeats wholesaling for me. This outbeats traditional rentals. This outbeats syndication for me. This outbeats new construction. Why? Because I want cash on a weekly basis, and your event space will give you money over and over and over and over and over again. Do you guys want to get paid rent once a month, or do you want to get paid every week and anywhere from 2 to 5 times a week? I want to know in the chat which ones you guys want to do. Right? And real quick, Del Rico Jr. said event space off top. Right? Kazia said event space. Right? Let's get it. So let's go ahead and get ready, y'all. So, and very quickly, those 2 slides you're looking at, because I want y'all, this all fact checking. I currently own and operate these event spaces in Philly, 3848 Lancaster Avenue in West Philly. If you ever ride by, stop, look in the building. My other one is in North Philly, 4141 Ridge Avenue. I'm not teaching you something that I don't have. All right. So if y'all ready to keep going, somebody say I'm ready, Neo. So let's go ahead and get into it. Step number 1, how to find your space. And if you guys are already getting game and already getting value in the chat, somebody say I am. If you're already getting game and already getting value in the chat, somebody say I am. So let's get right to it. So step number 1, how to find your event space. So very quickly, for those who don't know, event space, for those who don't know, it is a commercial building that you are looking for a 1,000 to a 3,000 square foot location. Somebody in the chat, tell me how big? 1,000, 3,000 square feet. One of the things that we're looking for when we're looking for our event space, we are looking for spaces well, first, you're looking for a commercial space. This can't be in your grandmama basement. This can't be in your uncle's house. This can't be on your rooftop. Like, it got to be a real commercial space that you're going to do this at, right? So when we talk about how to find the step number 1, one of the first things that we're doing, we're looking for a commercial location, right? And let me give you guys a few locations. We're looking for commercial corridors. We're looking for warehouse spaces. We're looking for strip malls, right? We're looking for developmental areas, right? So these are downtowns for certain cities. I don't recommend it in Philly, right? Like your downtown area, right? So these are some of the places that we are looking, right? A couple websites, write down Crexy.com, write down LoopNet.com. These are some of the sites that we are looking on when we're looking on it. One of the other things that I recommend that you guys do when it comes to finding your space, you get in your car and you start driving around looking at commercial areas when it comes to your space. You're literally calling numbers that got for sale, for lease, all these different things. You're literally giving them a call. So those are some of the areas. Next, when it comes to looking for a space, everybody write it down. You are looking for a space ideally on the cusp. Neo, what does it mean when you say a space that is on the cusp, right? What does this mean? What does this mean, right? We're looking for an area that's on the cusp. So for me, I got a spot in West Philly. You want to find a spot that is all like that is being like that has not reached its maximum. Let me say this right. You're looking for a spot that has not reached its little level. Like when I say this, like you're not going into the suburbs and trying to find the most expensive spot. You're trying to find something right there, right in the center that's ready to go, right? So to give you guys a prime example, when I first got my space in West Philly, and still now to this day, if you walk out of my space, you make a right-hand turn, within a 1-minute walk, you're at Presbyterian Hospital. Within another 1 minute, you're at University of Penn. Within another 1 minute, you're at Drexel. So it is a very safe area. People feel super comfortable to be able to do it there. It's a great central location. Now you walk out of my location, you make a left turn, you walk 1 minute, you at the police station. Now you got a donut shop. Now you got a hair salon. Now you got a Chinese store. Now you got a poppy store. You got people outside hustling. Like it's just a whole different area, right? But guess what? I'm right in the middle. So you're looking for an area in the cuffs. Now, what are we not looking for when it comes to a space? If I'm from Philly and everybody here comment below where you're from, I'm not going to go get a space downtown Philadelphia because now I'm competing with people that got event spaces like the Marriott, that are publicly traded company, like the Hilton, right? Like all these different locations that have a huge overhead every month, but they're able to afford it. We small businesses can't afford a $7,000 overhead, a $17,000 overhead, a $30,000 overhead, a $50,000 overhead. Let me know in the chat if this is making sense for you guys right now. For some reason, I got to keep scrolling. Like it normally scrolls on its own. I got to keep scrolling to see the chat. Right? So to give you guys a prime example, right? So that is one of my don'ts. I'm not going to send you in an area where if you go downtown Philly, they're swapping out the businesses every year that are down there because they cannot afford to stay there. Next, let me be very clear. A lot of y'all been here. Y'all on this workshop and y'all already like, bro, all of this sounds amazing. It sounds exceptional for me to go out and go find my space. But, bro, I got bad credit. I don't got things in order. Listen, I had bad credit when I got my space. I didn't have things in order. I didn't have a bunch of cash in the bank. But let me go ahead and tell you the secret, right? That most people have no clue you can do. I don't know if y'all want it. I need to see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people say, give me the game, Neo, in the chat real quick. I need to see hundreds of people say, give me the game right now in the chat. I need to see hundreds of people say, give me the game right now in the chat. So let me tell you guys a secret of what we show everybody how to do. 90% of everybody that I teach inside of my program, how to go ahead and get an event space, I show them how to lease the space. Why? Because now you only require for first month, last month security deposit and whatever use permits that you need to go ahead and get your building open. So now one of the other things we teach inside of our program, how to go find turnkey event spaces that need minimum work where you don't even got to put a lot in the overhead. Let me know if you get it makes sense. And the second thing, for those who want to buy, everybody write it down, is something called the FHA 203K program. And what the FHA 203K program does, it allows you to go buy the building. And when you go buy the building, what you're able to do is you only got to put 3.5% down. And when you reach out to a realtor, let them know you're looking to leverage the FHA 203K program. You're looking for a triplex, a commercial mixed use building where you could put your event space downstairs. You live in one of the units, right? Because it's required for a year. And then you Airbnb the third unit. So very quickly, I just broke down very quickly how you guys can go ahead and find your space. If you guys are getting game, let me know real quick. Let me know in the game if you getting game real quick. So let's keep moving forward. So that's one of the first things I wanted to go ahead and break down to you guys. That's how you got that's how you're going to find it. I told you the websites, I told you the methods, I told you you could lease, I told you you could buy, I told you what areas that you're looking for, and I just broke down the game. And very quick, I want to give you guys this. One of the things, man, it's funny. I just was in Davos, Switzerland, and I doubt I'll have time, but I was just in Davos, Switzerland. It's something called the World Economic Forum, where there's the number one place for billionaires. And I got 2 billionaire stories that I may be able to give it to you. I would need to see 500 people say, give me the sauce, Neil, and I may give you these. But one of the billionaires that I listened to prior, for those who don't know, rest his soul, his name is Charlie Munger. And Charlie Munger is Warren Buffett's old business partner. Well, Charlie Munger is Warren Buffett's business partner, and he passed away. But what Charlie Munger said when I went to his annual shareholders meeting, he said a bird in the hand is better than not one at all. Because some of you right now, you're at the same position that I'm in. I mean, you're at the same position that we were in. And I want to go ahead and break this thing down for you guys so you guys understand what I mean when I'm saying this concept. So some of you, I didn't want to get into the game because I felt like I wasn't going to own the building. I'm like, bro, I ain't going to get in an event space game. I ain't no real business owner because I ain't going to own it. Not knowing that every business is ran nowadays, it's called arbitrage. It's how do I get into an industry, start generating income, and I don't even own the actual building, own the actual car. Now, can you own? Yes. But for everyday people who may don't have the capital, who may don't have the credit score, may don't have this is the way that you're able to get in the game, start generating $5 to $10 to $15 to $20 to $30,000 a month, right? And get in the game without owning it with minimum effort, right? So one of the things he said, a bird in the hand is better than one at all. When somebody said, should I wait to buy this stock? He said, a bird in the hand is better than one at all, which means when you got an opportunity to invest, when you got an opportunity to make yourself better, when you got an opportunity to win, when do you do it? Someone that right now. For those who don't understand, now means opportunity wasted. Every time I got an opportunity to make myself better. I'm doing it as quickly as I can, right? And to give you guys another story very quickly, if you guys look at this particular slide, you're going to see our third event space, which is essentially a commercial property, which is a house that we use for all events. And that's a whole nother story. But this particular building is a $4 million building, guys. And we are literally charging events anywhere between $5,000 a day upwards to $20,000 a day for this particular location. The reason why I got it was I went to somebody else's house. Chat right exposure. Somebody in chat right exposure. I went to somebody else's house. I had a mastermind. I rented this lady house for $20,000. That's a $10,000 or $15,000 security deposit. 5 hours. Ended up like, yo, if they're I know what I was making with space, but I wasn't making $5 to $30 per booking. So I went to this lady's spot. I'm like, yo, I gotta get me one of these. 6 months come by, y'all. 6 months. And I don't know if anybody here from Atlanta in this chat that been to this property. That 6 months later went by. The same house that looks similar to the one that rented, this is this house. And believe it or not, the same exact lady who had that house built this house. So I literally almost manifested and believed it. But when I presented myself to get the house, what did I do? I moved on it fast. I moved on it now. I moved with speed. Somebody in the chat writes success, love, speed. Right? Before we go to step number 2, we're about to get into it. Everybody, quick favor. I want you guys to go ahead and salute Anik. I want y'all to salute Brandon. And I want you to go ahead and salute my sis. I think that's over at Blue Sky Events. They're all in Houston. So anytime I get to go to a city, pull up to my clients' locations, and I just go show. So Brandon's going $30,000, $40,000 a month. Doing the same. I believe Katrina's around $10,000, y'all. And this is all off the strategies in the game. Broke down in the program, and they just went crazy. Everybody going to say salute to Courtney, y'all. She's Monica. Everybody say salute to Zen in Savannah, Georgia. Everybody say salute to. She's in Mooresville, North Carolina. Why are these individuals? Because we literally got spaces all around the United States, and for you to become next. Next, everybody quickly say congratulations to Demetrius. Everybody say congratulations to this. Everybody say congratulations to Shonda. Hey, fam. So I did a thing last Thursday. I separated 9 to 5. Just thought I'd let you know first. I'm so excited that I don't know how to act. Currently hitting over 16K for the month. 3 months, here we come. Note, y'all, this particular shot from Shonda is 2 years ago. I have no clue how well she's doing now. I mean, I saw her, but we didn't get in her numbers, but it's probably safe to say she's doing better. And very quickly, Demetrius, I want to say his wife, they started in my event space. Then they joined my $75,000, and they've been up ever since. So let's go on. So step number 2, let's get to it. How to fund event space. Very quickly, let's get right. So very quick, man. One of my favorite things, chat right leverage. Chat right leverage. Chat right leverage. Somebody in the chat right leverage. Chat right leverage, leverage. Somebody chat right leverage. So very quick. You guys, just very quick. So OPM stands for money. OPR, other people's resources. OPC, connection. OPT, other people's time. Number 5, name of the game is leverage. The reason so many people are not where they want to be, they're not they're not winning how they want to win, is because you are not surrounding yourself with the right people, and you believe that I got by myself. Somebody in the chat write this down. Who, not how. Who, not how. Who, not how. What does this mean? This simply means that instead of you trying how to do it all on your own, it's who. Everything that I do, everything that I have, it is who. Somebody being able to show me exactly. In order for me to leverage getting some of the things I'm doing, what am I leveraging? Who's money? What am I doing? I'm leveraging other resources, meaning, hey, Lori Wiggins, can you connect? Hey, Nakia Maddox, can you connect me with? Hey, Gabrielle, connect me with a resource. Hey, April, can you connect? Yvette, can you connect me? Natasha Friesen, can you connect me? Latasha Harrison, can you connect me? Connect me. Donna, can you connect me? I'm going to figure it out on my own. I'm going to you and saying, can you connect me with such and such? Next thing, people's time. How can I, you have the hair. Who can you connect me with? Can you give me what you give me? What opportunity can you give me? What can you give me? Everything is about, I'm leveraging my credit. I'm time. I'm leveraging audience. Everybody else, like a lot of people, like I'm only down with my day ones. I ain't get. Okay, you don't want to grow? Somebody in the chat, right? Strangers got strange. I want everything you want is stranger. Event space is somebody you don't know who's going to sell you the building or lease you the building. Credit is somebody you don't know who's going to give you the credit. Everything is somebody else. We just got to go get it. Next, very quick, marketing matrix. Let's get to it. So, how to fund your space, y'all. One of the things, y'all, and I'm getting a little deep into because I got to go and wrap this thing up. I don't want all night, but pre-marketing matrix. Very mean. This means from this day right today. Somebody from this day, you need to be letting everybody who are in the process of getting your event space. What is the name of your event space? The exterior going to be? What is the exterior going to be? What city event space in? What logo? Right. Next, I need you guys. I need you to go on Twitter. I mean, Instagram, TikTok. Go on TikTok, YouTube. Go ahead and secure your. I want you to go on GoDaddy.com. Go on the name. Like you need to start walking into your event space, and everything I just told you in this last 30 seconds is you go and buy a domain for $10. This is doing is now letting people know space. The next thing I want you to know, call every family, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers. Let them know, hey, I'm in the process of getting this. I would love for you to do business. I'll be opening in the coming months. The thing I want you guys to do very quick when it comes to pre-market, I want you guys to go on ticketleap.com. I want you to go on eventbrite.com. Websites. Go ahead and type in your code. A list of events are going to come up. When these list of events come, you can use software. I'll get it in a second. But literally, you go ahead and create everybody that got an event coming up. Everybody got a book signing coming up, and you just literally start putting them on a sheet. You're now going to send them a text. Hey, I would love to host at my venue. My name and and I would like to give you 20% off your first event. Why? Like if they just had an event, they're probably not going to have another 2 months, another 3 months, another 4 months. So what you're doing is how you win is to start marketing your event. Got one. Game up that I'm giving y'all right now. In the game, somebody say, I got it, Neil. If y'all getting it, right? So again, start marketing before you're ready. Before you're ready, start letting everybody know. Once you get ready, you already built vendors. You built relationships. With decorators. So entire business up before you even ready. Next, very quick. Event space math versus job math. I'll give you guys this. So for those who don't know, write this down. Game is this. The charging for an event, and I'm gonna share with you guys one of our mistakes, and this is for y'all when y'all get my program. But so event space, the biggest mistakes that we made earlier on, it was like, how do I become the cheapest? Like, yo, how do I right? How do I become the cheapest, right? How do I become the cheapest? How do I become the cheapest? And what happens is you're watering down your brand. Like, so right now, everybody write minimum. What does this mean? The minimum you're going to $1,000 at the very base, $1,000. Do one event on Friday. You're going to do 2 events on Sunday. This does not include, right? Pay attention, right? This does not include. This does not include your monthly clients, your government contracting clients, base, your 5 events. $1,000 minimum is $5,000. Let me know if y'all getting this. Charge $1,000 minimum is $5,000. If we do that over a course of the month, $1,000 a month. That's some of y'all in here, y'all don't even believe that. Let's just say you do 3 events. One on Sunday. We talking about $3,000, $12,000 a month. We talking about $100,000 a year. $20,000. I believe it's $240,000. Everybody write it down. Some people like, right. What is my overhead? Your gas bill, it's your water bill, $1 million commercial insurance, right? It's your Wi-Fi assistant, and it's cleaning supply. And if you got to work, probably start this business by working at y'all right now. So let's go to another step. Real, give you guys the other mistake. The other, you know what? This might. The other mistake was we didn't teach our how to create packages. Right, I'm premium. Right, I'm premium. I'm premium. I'm premium. I'm premium. I'm premium. What? For those who don't understand, stop talking to your customers like a person who invest 75. There's people invest like some people dollars buying a book. Some people invest. Everybody's amazing, but you are coming to your venue and you're literally only got this one thing. Do you? Mercedes-Benz created the my. Every time a customer came into Mercedes, they just left Rolls-Royce. They just left Lamborghini. Them cars, like, man, they got these 300,000. Man, all right, the best car we got 500, and it's back in the dollars. It's 70,000. So Mercedes-Benz got all of their premium customers to their. This is what event spaces do. You need to have a $5,000. You need to have a $2,500 package. $500 package. You need to have a $20,000 package. You guys notice one of my home in Georgia. Her name is Tori. Her Instagram. The men have, when it comes to her plan, $70,000. Alex Good Energy. His birthday at his house cost $. Carter Cole Mastermind had an award show. I believe his event was $1,000. So everybody, you create a numbers. If you sell a 5 client a week, 5,000. One client a month at 5,000. You do 2 of them a month, you got do 1 a week, you're at your 20K. Serving a better client. Let me know in the chat if this is making. Let me know in the chat. That's the event space versus job method. My last job that I worked 40 hours a week. Spend an hour going to work, you spend an hour coming for work. I worked 55 hours. I made $1,500 job. What boils down to $6 and something an hour per month. How many right now at my small the entire month? Peep this. Now 3.5, 4 years. Venues about in the last 2.5 being ran without me. Next, very quickly, that you guys fund your business. Big fan of credit. I don't go deeply into this, but everything I buy is thing. I'm paying people with everything is with credit. And take the credit, go generate, go pay the credit back. So imagine I go spend things that I need in my events. I go make 15,000, credit back to 10,000, and I never use any of my own. Everything that I do is money to do it. We get this money. So let me give you one of the banks I recommend. Write it down. I said entrepreneur-friendly bank. KeyBank. KeyBank documentation loan. A no-doc loan, and with you're going to go in the bank and loan based on your score. On the documents, just you filling out an application, up to $50,000. Truest, right? A website called Bankrate. Credit cards that you need, you can get based on your credit. One of the business cards, Blue Business, one of the business, and if you guys will see a little triangle arrow, card is 5,000. But because these are, let me overspend my personal credit, the business card. Name a business, but you. So again, somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat say I'm doing. Somebody in the chat right now. So next, let me Express. Once American Express, you can cash with only for one. There's only one, like it's one increase. So now, for those who like Neil, Breck, you could go on and get a SoFi card, limitless. And one other thing, I want you to go Chat GPT, chat, but literally a business, small bank. You call them and ask them about what their bank will tell you about the of dollars out referrals to them over that game on that. Everybody do me a quick shot. Application approved. Sorry, I'm bending down. I can't even read none of everybody. But a major action, and it was because of the part. American Express did a confirmation with a Sherman Williams. in the chat. Call back, ask for the ask them, can they immediately get you another inquiry? Jeez. Drop you a link with all the. We give you a link to set all of those things. All right, let's keep moving forward. I'm giving y'all games. Somebody, you know, so very is that time of parent. Oh, that just I can see. I wanted to be trans. I'm not doing nothing. No open tours, no just going Keisha in Florida. Dates Jan 2020. Talking about this is a plus that I to see. She's not even doing $15,000. Gonna be me. I say, Neo, that's me. Look, can somebody $1,000? Can anybody feel? I get this to Kim. Think about how many businesses share our. I hope you realize so many people's lives will set up the future generations of people who you have impacted. Get ready to hop in, which is one of my and very quick. I'm getting how do I be a part of it? Yeah. Give you guys a quick people tonight that with no money. Game like is it like, bro, I just need to be a part of it. But can I give you guys a little bit more in the chat? Someone say, I already know you joining the. So step the whole story. Respect you guys and want you guys. I want to go ahead and respect you. Family mashing, right? You guys out here in the time. How to automate your event space. Some of you right now, I'm gonna be all the way 23 on all of us, you know, everybody. But we now here. But let me. Some of y'all going through. You going through. Things are happening. You keep asking God, why me? Why? You literally asking God. And what you see, some stuff to get to you. Understand that where you're. Do you guys understand? Time to get into my room. I was 2 for committee. High school, I get jobs. All of those things I were feeling ever in a horrible. I didn't feel great. Like ever. But I realize it is prepared. David got 160. And I paid for a thousand. I stand every during their talk and how they had that. So I need you was preparing you for, right? Probably about 2 million events, y'all. Plus 80. It's on Marcus. I'm like, I appreciate the books already knew. Went through some that. In Atlanta. In Philadelphia, I was staying at the Presidential and City. Sock in my knee, basically crying, which is my wife. But like pretty much, going to be out of work for the. So I'm like, bro, ain't guys would not have. Boss, no, you and you're out for the fire. What am I saying? A way to make change in time. When we're want to change. Up during time I had, and they now came to my tables. I'm doing all the. I'm doing my mind, and I want. I didn't have some of y'all do. I should excuses, and that's why my mom and they were one night. It was like, oh, but I just came up with business. Concept that this one me space, give them over here. We give it the. So now that of the event was we, and now hard